Salutations! Welcome to another exciting episode of ARTiculation Radio. I am your hostess, the eternally grateful Goddess Sage. You know how we do things here at ARTiculation Radio. We will kick off the top of the day's episode by taking a quick glance at the news headlines. And today's news segment is sponsored by bepublished.org. Here are three of the headlines I saw today, Tuesday, May 28, 2019, when visiting elitevaluesnews.com. In community news, law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics will be conducted 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. at roadways in Chula Vista in San Diego, California. In education news, adult Spanish classes with Sonia Cintron will be held at noon at Hudson Area Library in Hudson, New York. And in sports news, Sioux Fall Pheasants at Chicago Dogs at 7:05 p.m. at Impact Field in Rosemont, Illinois. And those are three of the headlines I saw today when visiting EliteValuesNews.com. How about you head on over right now and see what headlines you see?
Looking to get the latest news? Visit Elite Values. EliteValuesNews.com has all the latest news and information. Check out the headlines daily. EliteValuesNews.com for all of your latest news.
Do you want to be published? Are you looking for a high-quality, low-cost way to be published with a fast turnaround? Visit bepublished.org to publish today. www.bepublished.org. bepublished.org. Publish today. Books, movies, and music.
Listeners, we love you, we hear you, and I am definitely glad to be with you again today on another exciting and fresh installment of ARTiculation Radio. Now, this episode will be filled with nothing but music, and we are going to touch on a topic, so let's get this show rolling for you.
Stronger. Oh, wish I didn't have to go and close the door. Imagine you without me shakes me to the core. Oh, yeah. And you find another beautiful flower, and I go ahead and compare myself to her. So why even bother? We can't go back to what we were. Goodbye, my love. Our time is up. God knows we
ARTistreview.com. All artists need a platform. The Artist Review makes sure you have the one you need to put your work in front of your fans. ARTistreview.com. Artist, REVUE.com. From arranging art exhibitions to musical performances to radio interviews to so much more, the Artist Review helps your work get seen. ARTistrevue.com. ARTistreview.com. On today's episode of Articulation Radio, we will talk about village interdependent collaboratives, specifically the South Chicago Village or South Chicago Vic. Their website is southchicagovillage.webs.com. And go ahead and give us a call if you would like to share your thoughts on ways that people in a community can come together to support the senior citizens and make sure that not only do they have a good time, but that they are able to access some of those services that they do require in order to stay in their homes and have an enhanced quality of life there. Now, our phone number here at Articulation Radio is 312-899-6237. Give us a call. Let us know your thoughts. 312-899-6237. In the meantime, I'm going to play a couple of more songs for you, and then I'll come back and tell you all about that South Chicago Village and ways you can get involved.
If you're looking for ghostwriters, grant writers, technical writers, any kind of writers, go to the Writers Consortium. Their website is maryjefferson.us, MaryJefferson.us, the Writers Consortium, for all of your writing needs, proposals, grants, academic papers, whatever it is you dream of, ghostwriting, the Writers Consortium can help you achieve your goals.
Have you always wanted to start a business but can't seem to get it off the ground? Call 972-880-8316 for your free initial consultation with a representative from The Conglomerate, or visit theconglomerate.work today to book your consultation in person. Theconglomerate.work, TheConglomerate.work, theconglomerate.work. Call 972-880-8316 to start your new business today. You just heard a little bit of this by Grateful, and we kicked off today's episode of Articulation Radio with Wish I by Gloria Tells. Up next is Sunshine Road by Martin Goffin.
Do you frequently shop online and you're looking for a new place to shop? Join the club, jeffersontaylor.club, where models, designers, inventors, and other creators offer customers the best products at fair prices. Jefferson Taylor, jeffersontaylor.club. Join the club. Shop today, jeffersontaylor.club.
peoplewarmer.com. Book your travel today. peoplewarmer.com for wherever you want to stay. peoplewarmer.com wherever you want to play. peoplewarmer.com. Go see a concert today. peoplewarmer.com. Book everything you need. peoplewarmer.com. Go ahead. Please, please.
You have a product? Let them help you increase sales. You have a video? Let them help you make it go viral. Peoplewarmers.com. peoplewarmers.com for all your advertising, marketing, and promotional needs. They also take care of events planning. Peoplewarmers.com. Visit them today.
You are listening to Articulation Radio. Head on over to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts. Up next is You Don't Know What Love Is by yours truly, Goddess Sage, with Myron Mills on piano. And that will be followed by I Got Doubts by Spring Gang featuring Vicky Fox.
Reminiscing
Want to buy stocks, jewels, real estate, or other high-end items? Would you love to be able to contribute to charitable initiatives but cannot do these things with the money you currently have? Join Regal City Investment and Social Club, where you can pool money each month with other investors to make major purchases, give to the needy, and possibly turn a profit. www.regalcity.xyz. Become a Regal citizen today by joining Regal City Investment and Social Club. regalcity.xyz.
You always searching for a better thing, wanna replace me. I'm in a place that I've never been, it's worse than lonely. Can someone tell me they see good in me, there's good in me? Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Sometimes I wanna risk it all, since you left me. Struggle, baby, I see pain, cause I got nothing. Can someone tell me they see good in me, there's good in me? Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Ooh, isn't it strange we turn to strangers? You've erased all your pictures on your phone. Ooh, your final words on a piece of paper. Don't love you anymore. Tell me there's good in me, cause I got doubts, I got doubts. Tell me there's good in me, cause I got doubts. Lose it all, I just wanna sin, stay lost in daydream. And I never wanna have to fear, since you left me. Can someone tell me they see good in me, there's good in me? Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Thinking that nobody can keep me safe, who's gonna want me? I drink and smoke just to numb the pain of being lonely. Can someone tell me they see good in me, there's good in me? Cause I got doubts, I got doubts, I got doubts, yeah. Ooh, isn't it strange we turn to strangers? You've erased all your pictures on your phone. Ooh, your final words on a piece of paper. I don't love you anymore. Tell me there's good in me, cause I got doubts, yeah. Tell me there's good in me, cause I got doubts, yeah. Tell me there's good in me, cause I got doubts, yeah. Tell me there's good in me, yeah, cause I got doubts,
Would you like for a motivational speaker to come to your company or organization to speak to your group? Visit lifespurposeministries.com. That's lifespurposeministries.com, or call 972-880-8316 to book your motivational speaker today. That's Life's Purpose Ministries, 972-880-8316. Book a lecturer today.
On today's episode of Articulation Radio, we will briefly discuss organizing self-sustainable initiatives by taking a look at the latest one of the latest VICs that have been opened in the city of Chicago, mainly the South Chicago Village. And their website, in case you want to head on over right now, is southchicagovillage.webs.com. That's southchicagovillage.webs.com. And you'll be able to find out about all of the great things that are going on in the South Chicago area to support the senior citizens who live, work, and play there in South Chicago. But let me tell you a little bit, of course, because for those of you who do not know anything about the seniors villages, for the city of Chicago, Chicago considers itself to be an age-friendly city. And so what that means is that, in general, the World Health Organization, WHO, has established a global network of age-friendly cities and communities throughout the world. And the cities and communities, in order to really have that age-friendly moniker, must apply, and of course, when accepted, the World Health Organization assesses their strengths as well as their weaknesses and helps them develop plans to improve their age friendliness in 5-year cycles. Now, historically, most participating cities have been in Europe and Asia, with a few exceptions in the U.S., such as Portland, Oregon, and New York City, New York. But simply put, a city that is age-friendly to seniors is a city that is friendly to all ages. For example, they have ramps that are helpful whether you use a walker or push a baby carriage. Now, there are 8 cities that have plans for becoming or getting that designation as being age-friendly this year. Now, in order to, 8 areas that cities plan for in becoming age-friendly. And those 8 areas are outdoor spaces and buildings, transportation, housing, social participation, respect and social inclusion, civic participation and employment, communication and information, as well as community support and health services. Now, in July of 2012, based on the efforts by Mayor Rahm Emanuel, Chicago actually became the 3rd U.S. city to be accepted as a member of the Age-Friendly Network. Now, Chicago conducted an assessment and obtained opinions from over 2,600 participants, young and old. And as we know, 2,600 is not a lot considering a city that has millions of people living in it. But of course, it was a mixed sample, including people who are young and old. And they wanted to know about some of Chicago's strengths as well as weaknesses, and wanted to know certain directions that the city should go toward as far as becoming an age-friendly city. And now most people, of course, would like to age in place in their communities, if you will. And what that means is that most people, want to grow old in their own home, in their own neighborhood, surrounded by their own friends. And the city of Chicago is one of those cities that are now committed to ensuring that the city of Chicago remains welcoming, supportive, and stimulating as residents age. Now, the former mayor, Rahm Emanuel, because, of course, as we know, the mayor, Lori Lightfoot, Chicago, has recently installed his first black female mayor in history. And, of course, we are proud about that. But, of course, it was the former mayor, Rahm Emanuel, who, of course, got Chicago on the path and got Chicago the designation as being an age-friendly city because, of course, of the work that was set up and being done by people like yours truly, who, of course, am one who helped to organize the South Chicago Seniors Village, or the South Chicago Village. And of course, the mayor had appointed an age-friendly commission to monitor, Rahm Emanuel had, to monitor and advise the city's work to become increasingly age-friendly. And I am one of those who can testify that, yes, since about 2013, I would say that, yes, I've been one of those people who, for easily 6 years, have been helping them out with some of everything related to this, as even going through and doing things as simple as helping seniors by, serving them food and helping to prepare food for them as part of the hospitality team, and volunteering, things like that. But of course, also as a vendor by being an instructor and teaching the senior citizens how to close that technological gap, because of course I teach what's called the Tech Savvy Senior classes. And with that, I teach the senior citizens everything from how to utilize their and optimize their software and computers, as well as, of course, how to use their cell phones. And most recently, the South Chicago Seniors Village that I helped to start had its first event, an inaugural event. It was a Friday night blues cafe. We had it back in April, on April 26th. Was a wonderful affair. Had Super Percy and the Soul Click Band to come in and perform. It was great. We had food galore, some of everybody, various people, businesses, organizations from the community, that South Chicago community, pulled together to be sure things happen, including people like Carolyn of Carolyn Heirloom Consignment Shop was one of the volunteers, as well as, of course, one of the businesses that helped us out by making donations. We also had donations from some of the organizations that you've heard about here on Articulation Radio, such as, of course, Jefferson, Taylor, Articulation Radio itself, bepublished.org, Life's Purpose Ministries. They all made donations as well to the South Chicago Village. But of course, we need your help as well with the South Chicago Seniors Village, the South Chicago Village, because of course, we have 6 different initiatives that are in place for the seniors. And right now we are focusing on getting the first few kicked off by starting a seniors phone buddy program, where once a week, seniors that are members of the South Chicago Village can receive phone calls to check on them, well-being checks. And then we also, on next month, in the month of June, will be having the second event for the village, which will be a game night where the senior citizens can come out and play all kinds of games together. And of course, yes, we'll have music and refreshments there as well. You know how I do it. But of course, want to be sure that you all have a chance to get involved, and that for you all who have senior relatives that are in the South Chicago area, that you let them know they can go on over to southchicagovillage.webs.com to see what is going on, as well as they can always drop by the South Chicago Senior Satellite Center, located at 9233 South Burley Avenue, to not only take part in weekly events that are going on there at the center, but to also stay abreast of the information on news that is going to be happening with the South Chicago Village. And as well as, of course, we'll be able to sign up to become a member of the village, so that way any village events that are going on, the seniors will not have to worry about missing out on those, as well as will know, no matter how grand the affair is, that they do not have to worry about being charged an admission for coming to any of these South Chicago Village events. Now, again, that website, southchicagovillage.webs.com. That's southchicagovillage.webs.com, WEBS.com, southchicagovillage.webs.com, and check it out. Check. And of course, there will be a meeting coming up here at the end of this month. The last Friday of the month at 10 a.m. is when the South Chicago Village has its monthly meetings. And the monthly meetings at 10 a.m. on the last Friday of each month are always held at the South Chicago Senior Satellite Center, located at 9233 South Burley Avenue. And we hope to see you at the meeting this Friday, May 31st, so that, of course, when we roll out the information for the events for not only next month, but to get the volunteers to see who will be sure to assist us during this event, you will have the opportunity to step up and get involved and be sure that the seniors have a great time at their game night in June. But, of course, we need you to come out to the meeting this May and get involved. If you know any organizations, any businesses that are there in the South Chicago area, do have them to go to southchicagovillage.webs.com and to go to the contact page and get involved. You can also go to the upcoming events page so that you can see upcoming events that are taking place, as well as you can even look at past activities to see the things that have already taken place, that the village has participated in, sponsored, conducted, all of those particular things. But yes, we want you to get involved. Get involved. The seniors need you. The community needs you. And naturally, the whole point is to make sure that the seniors are able to stay in their homes and not be forced to move out of their homes and into centers. We should be sure that they have a better quality of life, and the best quality of life that they could have there in that home that they have worked so so hard for and have made it a point to pay off, or, even if it's not paid off, but still this is their home. So let's do everything we can to help the seniors be able to have the best quality of life, to enhance their current quality of life, and to be able to help them age gracefully in their own homes and with their own friends and family in their own neighborhood. So please go to southchicagovillage.webs.com. Get involved. Come out to the meeting this Friday. Any Friday, at the last Friday of any month at 10 a.m., come by the South Chicago Senior Satellite Center at 9233 South Burley Avenue in Chicago, Illinois, zip code 60617, and get involved. Get involved. But please, if no other time, show up this Friday, May 31st, to the meeting for the South Chicago Village. And get involved, please. We do need you. The seniors need you. And we would love to hear your ideas, and would even more so love to be sure that any seniors that you have in your family are able to benefit from these wonderful programs. So be sure to bring them out. Now we're going to continue on with the rest of the show and play a few more songs for you before we close out.
ARTiculation Radio thanks you so much for listening. So head on over right now to articulationmedia.club and let us know your thoughts on today's episode. In the meantime, we're going to keep the show rolling for you.
You just heard One True Vibe 1 by Martin Land. Prior to that, you heard Don't Care 1 by Jonathan Yarpahag. Up next is Attention Span by Aiden Cole. Are you single and seeking a lifestyle club that's centered around you? Go to sittingroom.xyz to register today. Sittingroom.xyz, where sexy singles socialize. Get merchandise and event invites by joining us at sittingroom.xyz today.
Weddings are expensive, but your love is worth it. Go to marryusnow.us to book the Minister of Love to officiate your wedding today. The fee is only $200 if your wedding is in the city of Chicago, and there's only a small fee to get the Minister of Love to travel outside of Chicago to your wedding location. Book the Minister of Love today. Visit marryusnow.us. That's marryusnow.us.
The staff at Articulation Radio appreciates you so much for tuning in today, and I, Goddess Sage, especially appreciates you for tuning in. Be sure to, in the meantime, before you catch us on our next episode of Articulation Radio, do the things that you need to do to move forward with the things that you want to move forward on. No more excuses, okay? Keep being a doer, keep being a move maker, and keep being exemplary.
Articulation Radio. Articulationmedia.club.
How long have you been sitting on that manuscript? It's time to move it forward. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
Articulation Radio. Articulationmedia.club.